a real player. You can put me on the roster. All about my cheese, I ain't worried about the pasta. Baby, 9 hooks, ain't the mind on the roster. Lay a hater up, might as well not be fire like a chopper, burn like a predator. Screens in the rain, predicting like the weather. Third rim of cup, can't go without my medicine. Flow so fresh, like a big bag of peppers. Where you come at them, all these on these suckers. You know the money talk, you can ask Chris Tucker. I'm a country boy.
Hey, welcome to Side Action, episode 10 of season 8. My name is Jim Weglars, aka Wegs. You can follow me on X and Instagram at Wegspool.
And I'm Coop. You can check me on Instagram at Dalton Cooper and on X at Mr. Grumpy Gills. Again, we're the Side Action Podcast. Make sure to check us out on TikTok, like, subscribe, follow, whatever you do. God, I love Big Christmas every time. That might be my favorite. I don't know. The soundbite from George Springer the other night was really good too. So that might have some, but even the Jose Bautista, God, do you have a favorite home run? Like that might be my favorite home run.
Well, I mean, there's a few. I think I'm a White Sox fan, obviously.
Oh boy, here we go.
So, Canerco or Creedy home run, that was a big one back in the day. But I don't know, there's a few. I mean, I love the Gibson. This is 88, the old around the bases.
Fist pump, yeah.
There's been
they call it the new school Freddie Freeman is what they call that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I mean, your guy, this may be I didn't see if it was in your club dub, but your guy, I mean, he just sent that ball out of Dodger Stadium. Like I think it's still going.
Kyle Schwarber?
No, not Schwarber. Our guy, what's his name? The best guy, the Dodgers guy.
Oh, Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei. He hit it further than Schwarber.
Yeah, which is insane. Anyway, talk about a game for the ages.
Another handle, at Side Action Pod on X, podcast and Instagram. So last week you went down to Ohio, right?
Oh yeah, we went to Ohio for the weekend. Got to see your buddy for a day or so. Did some Skyline chili.
I saw that. The spaghetti and the chili, baby. How was it?
Yeah, Linnea gets the 5-way, and I'm more of a cheese coney kind of guy. I'll do the chili cheese fries as well.
Oh,
but yeah, she's getting all the fixins. But yeah, we hit Skyline up. That was a good time. We did some fall things. We got pumpkins, doing the fall things.
You guys, this week you were painting like a pumpkin, but not a physical pumpkin. You were painting like a drawing of a pumpkin.
Yeah, they had like a arts and crafts thing at the apartment last night. Yeah, like a adult painting thing where you could come in and drink wine and whatever.
Oh, like a painting.
Yeah. There you go.
Exactly. I got you.
We did that last night, and
that was last night. Okay.
Yeah, and then bowling. Yeah, bowling. Okay, we're not back, but we're building momentum. Yeah, we're building in the right direction.
Did you change out balls? Did you go all new balls or the same balls?
No, I do have some balls that I need to drill. So I need to start
balls we need to drill.
Yeah, right. But yeah, no, I struck out to beat the other team by 1 pin.
Oh,
Game 3, that was fun. Yeah, so the guy gets it there and misses a 10 pin, and I struck out. I had only thrown the first one. He misses the 10 pin. I knew I needed to double to beat them by 1 pin because we were down by 19 and I could get 20. And just boom, and so we're building back in the right direction.
There we go.
Yeah,
we need to get some. We need to get some of your bowling footage on that intro.
No, that's okay. Maybe the 300, the only video that I have. Yeah,
there's no video or picture of you on there.
That's okay.
There's got to be a picture of you bowling 300.
We can,
like holding the. What did you got? Some cash, right?
I got the jacket. I know that for sure. Yeah.
Jacket. Exactly. Come on.
Yeah. Well, we can figure that out. We'll figure that. I'll get the production team on it, and we'll see what we can come up with.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, it was a full.
How about you? How many? Yeah, over under 2.5 dates. Do we go over that?
Under.
Damn.
Okay. So last week.
But the over on trips to Bally's was probably. Not Valleys.
I didn't go to Valleys.
Rivers.
I went to Rivers twice.
Yes, there it is.
The weekend over under the weekend total is 1.5 every weekend. Like the bottom line is if I win, I'm back.
Yeah.
If I lose, I don't go. So it's kind of like the second time. Sometimes I chase and I'm drunk. But went to the Magic Lounge on Friday. That was awesome. The Magic Lounge, one of my favorite places. pretty cool. Got Lieutenant Cavs out there.
Okay.
And Jackie. So it was a little double date action.
Nice.
Look at this. Third was our second date. I guess is our.
Oh boy.
It's our third date because I talked taking her to the bar on Sunday football. I don't think that's a date, but we spent time together.
Right, there you go.
And then I went to the rally, which was something. I mean, we have to get political, as I said, but it was empowering and also frightening at the same time. There were so many people there, 100,000 of my closest friends in the park. And when the speaking stopped, I wasn't even in the middle of the field. I was like at the edge. It took me an hour and 10 minutes to go 500 feet. It was really like, oh my God, are we ever moving? Like, am I going to die in this park right now?
Oh my God.
It wasn't violent. It was chill. It was fun. It was, chanting and stuff. But by the time I was like, after an hour and a half, it took me to get 3 blocks. I'm like, I'm out of here. And so the girl ended up canceling. The second girl canceled. Whatever. She's off. In fact, I deleted her number.
Damn, I should have hit in the over then, is what you're telling me. Like
no, the under.
No, that's what I'm saying. I bet the over. So actually, what I should have hit my over is what you're telling me. I got a bad beat. Damn.
Sorry, you got a bad beat there. She decided to drive to the city when there was a rally. That was smart. So I was also like, should I give her another chance? And then she, cut me loose this week. And then I just stayed down there. And then I went to the Ball Brothers comedy show. That was awesome. Those guys are so funny. Come on stage, and Tony Baker. These dudes, it's all impromptu. It's not improv in the sense like they're doing like a scene from a movie or something. It's more they get a Google sheet. People put in stuff like what they want to talk about, or they say like something that you think is outrageous, but you stand on business for. And they actually brought people on stage and they like talked about it, and then they kind of riff off of it and get the crowd going. Like the one I remember off the top of my head was Will Smith's a better actor than Denzel Washington. And it's a mostly African-American crowd. And there's like, they like trying to throw stuff. What are you talking about? And then Tony's like, no, let's talk about it. Like the range. And it was really funny. I really liked it quite a bit. And then with Isaac Montes. And then, Sunday I went to the Bears game. I mean, it was obviously a good game for them. It started off kind of cold and rainy and then stopped and got really nice. So, I was exhausted by the time I got home. It was a long day.
How'd Rivers go? That's what we're all wondering.
Okay, Rivers. Actually went with, I think I might have told you. I didn't tell you. Okay, so last week we did the pod. I was in Philly. I went in Philly. I went to the casino after we recorded.
Okay.
And I won like $1,200 or something like that.
Nice.
The kid next to me went off. He was crushing it. I was pumping him up. I got him started. I got the smalls, and then I was just kind of getting even. And then this dude just crushed it. We were high-fiving. Great day, right? So then I came in. Art met me Saturday night after the comedy show at like 11, and I lost like $300 or something. And then gained back another 300 Monday night. So
damn.
So I'm still up.
Sorry. Yeah.
Don't worry.
You're only down.
I rolled so poorly on Monday. It was a shame. It was a crying shame because on Saturday I hit the talls. I think. Yeah. I hit the talls and I was one away. The goddamn two. It's
an elusive creature. Yeah.
Dude, I have been so close so many times. It was like I was crushing it. I'm like, okay, all I gotta get is a goddamn 2. Got another point. Couldn't get it. Crap out. Whatever. It's the same story of my life. Art Prime, he didn't throw so great, but and I saw a volleyball guy, Joe Casella, if he listens, but saw him out there. It's just like 12:30, 1 in the morning in Rivers. Hey, you find your best friends out there. But yeah, man, I'll
their best friends
soon. No worries.
Yeah, there it is.
All right, well let's talk about the shed here. You've got a couple along. You got a lot of stuff going on here, so I'm gonna let you lead off. The shed, it needs a new, maybe a third level.
Yeah.
We're probably into the second level shed. Third level, it's cinder block. You can't see out of it because
it's been a busy day. Yeah, it's been a busy day in the shed.
What are you gonna start with?
Yeah, starting with the Sharks, the San Jose Sharks. We're starting with them. They're the only winless team left in the NHL. They have a negative 13 goal differential.
Not good.
Not good. Not good. Their coach also, I don't know if you saw this the other day in a press conference, he was willing to say that he'd give up one of his kids for a win, just for a singular win. Pretty funny pretty funny press conference. I highly recommend you go watch that clip. It's like maybe 5 minutes. It's
That's
worth your time.
hilarious.
But since 2023, they've been pretty bad at starting seasons. In 2023, they were 0-5-0. In 2024, they started 0-10-1. Last year, they started 0-7-2, and then
What
obviously
is
this
the
year they're
matter with them?
0-4-2.
This is awful.
Yeah, they're young for one thing, so that's kind of been the.
For 4 years
just
they've been young.
cannot get off to good starts. Yeah, I would say because they were good like in the late 2010 2010s or 2010s whatever you want to call it. But yeah, then they kind of had the injury bug bite Logan Couture. Obviously, Joe Pavelski moved on. Joe Thornton moved on. Brett Burns is gone. So
What are you gonna do?
Sharks are in the bin.
How long has this coach been coaching? Oh, since 2023. That's him. No, he's also been the coach since that time.
And I believe he's been there for 2 years.
Okay.
So,
and how old is this child that he's selling off for?
Well, he's got multiple, so I don't know which one.
That's why.
That's the other thing too. He didn't say which one.
We'll give away the 6-year-old. He's fine.
Yeah. So hopefully things turn around. But right now they are in the shed. Integrity is in the shed, Wegs. I don't know. It's kind of the news of the day. Yeah, Chauncey Billups, Terry Rozier were 2 of the 34 total people arrested today related to rigging sports betting games, player props specifically for like over-unders, stuff like that. And also Chauncey Billups was involved in a rigged poker game. So some rigged basement poker games that'd be going on.
Yeah.
They were all backed by the mafia. There was 4 families named.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just insane. Organized crime, mind-boggling, quote-unquote, amounts of fraud.
Did you hear? Listen, I'm serious. I've heard a lot about it today. Did you hear about the poker stuff, though? I mean,
they had tables you could see through the
You could see the cards. Like there was cameras under it's like some sort of X-ray system, so you could see through the table, so you could see the cards face down.
Yeah.
They also had glasses that had special, if they marked the cards.
Yeah,
and so the glasses could tell which cards are which.
Yeah.
I mean, it was kind of an elaborate situation. You would think, though, if you're going into this basement, or I'm sure Chauncey Billups has a lovely basement, but if you go there, it's kind of like I keep losing like 20 grand every time I go there. Maybe this is rigged.
Something. So
I think Rozier's getting a little bit of a bad deal, though. I don't know if Rozier was that involved. We'll see. According to his attorney,
that's all alleged.
Well, it's alleged, but he was an open book. They just said they would talk to him like for the last year. They would cooperate. Whatever he wasn't a person of interest. He was a subject or something in the investigation.
Yeah.
Whatever. I think that was kind of a throw in. That the poker thing's bigger, but you can't have it. You can't have this kind of thing.
Integrity. See you later. They're making millions of dollars. Why do you need to be doing these kinds of things?
I don't think he needs to.
Yeah, it's silly.
So. It was like Damon Jones, the former. He played on the Heat, right?
Yeah.
He's also involved in this deal, and that was kind of bad. So.
Yeah. And then Ruth, you're going to have to help me with this one if you know it. Shepinetech,
sure.
Shepinetech, maybe. Anyway, she is the women's marathon world record holder. She got handed a 3-year doping ban. The substance is referred to as HCTZ. It is a masking agent, so it helps obviously cover up when you do take performance enhancing drugs. It covers it. Yeah, it covers them in the tests and stuff like that.
Yep.
So she is again getting a 3-year ban. So she did set the world record for the Chicago Marathon at 2024. Beat the record by almost 2 minutes, by the way. Did it in 2 hours, 9 minutes, and 56 seconds at the age of 30.
It's quite fast.
Yeah. See you later. It's a bad day for integrity. I'm telling you.
Does the record get wiped, or is there an asterisk, or what?
It's yet to be seen what is going to happen to that. She is banned for right now. They have not removed her records yet. We'll see what happens.
But, it's one of those things at that upper endurance level, which, mind you, I've never been close. If there's if they're at the 0.5 percentile, I'm more in like the 64 safe range, but it's all about the recovery, right? So they're doing these things that help them recover quickly, or they're blood doping, getting their, cycling through whatever platelet rich, whatever the hell they're doing, all the stuff that's illegal.
Yeah.
It's been happening in cycling forever. Of course, it's going to happen running. I mean, what can you say?
It's just tough to see.
Can't we
Bad
just
day for integrity. Yeah.
Well,
Integrity.
not integrity. I'm focusing on performance now in my shed entrance and more teams, I guess. The Raiders, which we knew they were bad. And sorry, Proxy. I know Dave Proxy Ward is a huge fan of the Raiders. Not sure why. Don't give up your fandom. But they ran 30 plays in this game. 30. 3-0. Kansas City had 30 first downs in the game. Like, come on, dude. Like Chip Kelly, I understand you were in college for a while, but either run better plays. I mean, you got to bench Geno Smith. I mean, it's over. It's over. Just I don't even know who's down there anymore. We talked about this last week. The
Kenny
OC, it's not
Pickett.
OC. Is it OC?
No, it's Kenny Pickett.
Oh, Kenny Pickett. He got in there late. Just give him a shot. I mean, come on. They stink anyway. So Raiders, my God, that's rough. 31-0. What can you say?
There's nothing you can say.
It's bad. And then the Giants coaching staff. I don't blame Jackson Dart, although he had one of the worst interceptions ever in this comeback. But at some point, you're up 19-0 going into the fourth quarter. You're up 26-8 with 6 minutes to go. And they even scored late. But run the clock down. Do something. They gave up 33 points in the fourth quarter of the Broncos. Now, look, we've talked about this before. Altitude, mile high. Comebacks happen all the time. And I should obviously put the kicker in the shed with the coaching staff because he missed 2 extra points that cost him. But to me, it's like at the end of the game, I know that they're on the doorstep. Maybe run a couple plays before you get in there. Just I know you want to score right away, but they gave too much time to Bo Nix and the squad. And the Giants, I mean, that's just sad. They should have won that game. But coaching staff, I do think Dable, you've got a good quarterback now. I'm still not sure Dable's the guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're having a good year. It's hard to say. It's hard to say.
It's the friskiest there's ever been.
I know the last few weeks, but this was a tough one.
It's a great game for Papa Wegs. He went through all the emotions in this game.
He was so excited. He was texting me, they're done. And then, of course, when they came back, he's like, I can't believe it. I'm like, Dad, I've never seen a comeback. Did you see that throw by Jackson Dart right to the guy? He's like, wee.
Yeah, sometimes you got to get lucky, you know?
Yeah. All right, let's go Club Dub. More positivity. I guess I'll go first since you went first that time. All-purpose running backs. Jahmyr Gibbs, Jonathan Taylor, Christian McCaffrey. These dudes were unbelievable this weekend.
Are those guys good? Yeah.
If you have, and obviously fantasy aside, although fantasy, if you had these guys, hopefully you win your matchup. I got trounced in a couple matchups against these dudes, but like the McCaffrey game was like, that's all they had. They have nothing else. Stop one guy. Nope. What did he have? Like whatever it was, like 190 yards all purpose. And you had Gibbs had 216 yards all purpose. Jonathan Taylor, I think he just scored another touchdown. Like 3 touchdowns in this game. But good for them. I'm always going to be a running back guy as a former running back dude. So, hey, Club Dub, have a good time. Art can show you around. Horseshoe Murphy can show you the station there.
Nice. Yeah, Jonathan Taylor has three touchdown games, which is the same amount of every other player in the NFL right now.
Do you think he can push the record, like the LT record, or at least the Sean Alexander rushing record?
I don't know the amount, how much they throw the ball I guess in the league now. And I feel like they will save him for the playoffs. I feel like the games are going to be close enough for him to really be in there. So I don't know. It's going to take at least 2 more of those performances.
Well, if Tyler Warren stops scoring, not taking him. Like,
God, don't even bring that up. Yeah, I thought about that this weekend. Like again.
Colston Loveland caught one pass this weekend. One pass, Dalton.
He's gotten called for OPI twice this year, so he's gotten more OPIs than he does catches.
It's rough. It's so rough. I know it's early, blah, blah, blah. Warren's the real deal. And then Club Dub, Blue Jays, down 3-2. They were on the ropes. Come back home. Hey, they're down 3-1 in the 7th game. Down and out. Springer, 3-run jack. Into the World Series. Sorry, Ridgeway. But hey, Blue Jays, baby. Haven't been back in a long time.
My favorite part of that whole thing was the scream after the game. Oh my God, that was so relatable. That's me at bowling. I swear to God, that's like me on the inside when I'm bowling and I leave a 10-pin, just internally yelling like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I felt more bad for Julio. I think Julio Rodriguez was the guy that screamed, by the way. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, the home run was awesome. Just a great moment for Toronto, and
Came through.
I don't know. I don't think anybody can beat the Dodgers right now,
I
Wegsy. I hate to say
I
it.
know.
So we'll
Don't
see.
worry. Wegsy bet on the Jays. That's the kiss of death this year.
Oh, you did?
Why not?
Oh,
Plus
God.
money, plus 180. They don't strike out a lot. So
No, I think they led the league in hits this year.
the other thing that it's not a real handicap because it's only happened like 4 times in history, but like the last like 4 times or 3 times I think that a team swept.
No, it's
on
7-0.
Game 7.
Yeah, it's 7-0. It's a bigger
It's
sample
7-0,
than that.
dude.
Yeah.
So
Did
I'm
I
on
send you
that.
that?
I'm on that. And the last time I think it was the Cardinals, maybe. I think they heard that. It was the Cardinals, or maybe it was. There was another time that the Nationals they didn't do it right. So the Cardinals did it way back. Yeah, they beat Detroit. I think that was the last time it happened. I think it happened with the Marlins. You know, the Cubs blew it in 03. They beat the Yankees. So it happens. It happens more often than you think.
I was gonna say, I swear to God, I just saw that.
I think
Care
it
if
was
I
7
sent it to
times.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was 7 times. But yeah, you're 100% right. Yeah,
Well,
we'll
it's just
see.
they got the mojo. We'll see what happens tomorrow night. They're playing in at the Blue Jays too. I mean, look, the Dodgers are that team. We talked at the beginning of the year. Come on, I don't want this team to win. They bought the World Series.
That's okay.
Anyway.
Do you see they made all their money back on Shohei Ohtani already?
Oh boy,
in 1 year, $800 million. Yeah. Anyway,
he's good. All right, what do you got in Club Dub?
I got the Blackhawks. First of all, they are in Club Dub. We might as well take advantage while we can. But with their win Sunday night over the Ducks, that pushed them to 3-2-2 on the season, which is the first time they've been above 500 in 740 days.
Dang,
So shout out to the Blackhawks. And then VJ Edgecombe. I don't know if you saw this last night for the Philadelphia 76ers. Crushed it. So his rookie, his first game ever, he scored the most points in the first quarter of an NBA debut in league history. I believe he scored 13 points, which he eclipsed LeBron's record. And then he had 34 total points in the game, which were the most in a debut since 1974 and a third most all time. Wilt Chamberlain holds that record with 43 in his debut in 1959. But Edgecombe is the only player this century to drop at least 30 points in a debut.
That's right. His Rookie of the Year stock went way up.
Oh, yeah.
Like 2.5 to 1 or 2 plus 225. He was like 14, 15 to 1 before.
Damn.
Same with Wemby. It's a different discussion for MVP. So good job, dude. I mean, hey, I like to see guys that I'm not like, oh, hey, like, I mean, obviously we know Cooper Flag is going to be in the mix somewhere, but it's nice to have guys that are not just the top of the heap doing it.
Yeah. Big night.
All right, let's go to college football. We're going to put the disclaimer out there. We didn't do so great in our picks last week, everybody.
Oh, my
you know
God.
what? You take your lumps sometimes. Sometimes you bounce back. This is the bounce back week. It's a bounce back, just like some teams. So we'll go over this. Week 8, Louisville. They beat the Canes.
Jesus,
What the hell happened Friday? What happened to our Canes?
We got one game right last week out of 15 picks.
I know.
Oh, my God.
We didn't have to advertise that. We could have let them do the math at home. But, yes, that's correct.
Well, we got to put ourselves in the shed. Where's the accountability?
Yeah, that's exactly right. The worst week on side action in 8 seasons.
Ever. Yeah, probably ever. Wow. I got to reflect on that. Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's okay. But anyway, Louisville dropped the Canes, which I thought was kind of big, despite a furious comeback, but it fell short, 24-21. Maybe Carson Beck isn't that great. So
we got the Carson Beck game. I don't know. They should still be fine. They'll win the ACC. I don't think this is gonna Louisville's not bad. I mean, Louisville is arguably the most dangerous team on the planet on Friday night.
I guess so.
So just gotta watch out. But no, they'll be okay. I think this is a get right game. They need this game mentally.
You need this game.
Yeah.
And then Vandy takes care of LSU. They put up some points, 31 points in this one, 31-24 final. Winner, they went over 48.5. I mean, look, Vandy's actually could be legitimate. I mean, I don't think this is one of your picks last week, but we did discuss that. I think you like Vandy.
Yeah, Vandy's got a really good quarterback, Perugula, which was the backup at Penn State, and that's who they Yeah, that whole saga is fascinating now, looking back on it.
Right. I mean, you gave some good advice in the top section.
Yeah.
Georgia won a shootout. Now, this was kind of a tough one. There was a little pick six in this one, but 43-35. What a game. Not a lot of defense. The Dogs, they ran all over Ole Miss, 220 yards rushing, 221 yards rushing. So, yeah, good for the Dogs.
Yeah, that's twice now the Dogs have back against the wall, have to make plays. And they think they scored 19. I think it was 19-0 in the fourth quarter to win this game. So, yeah, Georgia's interesting to say the least.
Yeah, no kidding. The Irish get the win here. They didn't get, so it's kind of interesting. This is a grading issue. The closing cover, they didn't close because it's 10.5. It was 9.5. So in your defense, I think you had 9.5 on that one, but it went to 10.5 close. So total just under 60.5. I mean, it was tight lines. I mean, this was a well-lined game, both for the over and the actual spread for this one. Looks like the Irish should make the playoffs unless they screw up down the stretch.
Yeah, they control their own destiny.
That's right. We'll see. And then Bama, they kicked butt, 37-20 in this one. Wasn't really close. Never got within 10 points after there was a safety at one point in this game. So under in that one. And then the mighty Utes, man, they couldn't get it done. They had a big fourth quarter, or BYU had a big fourth quarter, and then they stay undefeated. They won 24-21. BYU, one of the only undefeated teams in the nation.
Yeah, the good old Mormon. Great color matchup in this jersey, by the way. It had the classic blue versus red, a tale as old as time.
Tale as old as time. Sorry. So this week we've got some. I tried to get out of the SEC. There were so many SEC matchups that were top 25. You had Ole Miss and Oklahoma. That's Ole Miss at 8, Oklahoma 13. Oklahoma 6.5 point favorite at home. 54.5 point total. That's Saturday the 25th at 11 a.m. Central. Oklahoma obviously got kind of slapped around by Texas. Can Ole Miss do the same, or do you think they'll bounce back? Mateer is actually healthy. He won't look like a deer in headlights.
Yeah. I'd like to think that Mateer is going to play better every week. Getting healthier, hopefully. But you just fade everything I say. That's all I would say. Just fade everything I would say. So I've been fading Ole Miss all year, so maybe now's the time to bet on Ole Miss because I do like Oklahoma here. So I don't know. I have no good. Only good feelings I have are the 4 that I picked. Other than that, I didn't like anything else.
Well, that's fine. That's good. It's good.
I think we'll see.
You've got South Florida, who's we've seen they were good early in the year. At Memphis, who's actually pretty good, only a one-loss team. South Florida is plus 5.5 on the road, 63.5 point total. Memphis never plays D, but they're a fun team to watch. That's also at 11 a.m. Is South Florida just take care of business? I mean, in the end, obviously they were playing great non-conference, but Memphis has been scoring some points.
I would take the points. I would take the 5.5. I'd play just the number more than the actual matchup of this game, to be honest.
Yeah, because it's back doors wide open.
Oh yeah, there it is. Nice, well said.
Missouri at Vandy. Vandy's favored 2.5 points at home, 51.5 point total. This is 2:30 p.m. Central. Can Vandy do it again? I mean, Missouri's pretty good. They're a game team. Vandy obviously has got it done, like you mentioned, the quarterback. So this is a really quality matchup in the SEC.
Yeah, this is the loser leaves town game. Basically, this is the playoff to the playoff game.
Yeah, you want to make it, you got to win this one.
Yeah, this is 100%. Yeah, 100% elimination game. We'll see.
Commodores, huh? Wow.
Yeah, I think I would take Missouri in that game, honestly. Yeah.
I think so. And then we mentioned BYU. They're 11th ranked now at Iowa State, who's unranked. Iowa State is favored, short 2.5 point favorite, 48.5 point total, also at 2:30 p.m. Central. Can Iowa State get back on the horse and finally knock the Cougars out of the unbeaten?
I don't know. It's definitely not a look ahead game, so I think BYU will be ready. I would take the under in this game, though. This screams like a 17-13 game. It's just
like it.
Yeah, every time I say that, though, it's been over this year, especially in college. So I don't know. My NFL sense has been a little better, but yeah, I don't know. I just don't think I think BYU's focused. I don't think they're going to continue to. I don't think they're going to have a slip up here. It's going to be against somebody more unexpected, I think.
Gotcha. All right, finally, you got Texas A&M. They're third ranked. They're way up there at LSU. Texas A&M's a favorite on the road, 2.5-point total, 2.5-point spread, 47.5-point total. It's at 6:30 p.m. Central. Is A&M? Are they a truck? Are they
Oh, yeah.
gonna get it done here? Okay.
I think so. Yeah, I think the town on the line of scrimmage that Texas A&M has, the gap that they have over LSU, I think is a little too much for LSU to overcome. Their offensive line has been very inconsistent, and I think Texas A&M's defensive line could take advantage of that. And I like the Aggies. It's one of my 4 picks this week, actually. So
I like that you reduced to 4 picks just to.
Not LSU. That's all I'd say right now. I feel strongly about Texas A&M. So go the other way.
There you go. That's one of your picks. A&M -2.5 at LSU. Hey, they got a great offense. We know that. So can they just hold up LSU and Brian Kelly machine? Who else do you like?
Like SMU -3 over. They're playing at Wake Forest. I like Miami to bounce back -29.5 versus Stanford. Stanford's really bad. And then Boston College is getting 25.5 points. And they're playing at Louisville, maybe a little bit of a letdown spot. Louisville just came off probably the biggest win they've had in recent.
Oops, you're muted for a second.
Oh, there we go. Probably the biggest win that they've had since Lamar Jackson was there. So just like maybe a little bit of a natural letdown spot.
Makes sense.
Backdoor covers. Yeah, Boston College can play them tough. So we'll see. The weather probably won't be that great. When it starts getting cold, these big numbers, I feel like, become more valuable.
Yeah, 28-7 cover.
There it is.
35-14 cover. There we go. All right, let's go to week 7 of the NFL now. Well, here's the lesson. Apparently, week 7, just pick favorites. You'd be good. 11-4. No problem. No looks. It's like, in fact, there are only 2 outright upsets on the week, which is, and one happened Thursday, and that was Cincinnati. The other one was a very short favorite with the Colts. So it was a rough week if you like the dogs, like me mostly. I think you took some dogs too. On the overs also killed 9-6. It was a rough one if you like the under. So I went through the first 7 weeks. I tracked some of this, started a new tracking on this other stuff just to try to help myself. Favorites are almost at 54%, 53.7%. That's 58-49-1 on the season. But what I was trying to figure out lately is like, Coop, I'm getting slaughtered, right? I'm having the worst year of my life. Let's try to figure out which spreads I could target to try to figure out what's happening. And it kind of makes sense intuitively that the best spread, well, you'd think the best spread would be the shortest spread, actually, like, a 1-point spread or something. But actually, that's not true. If you look at the spreads, there's not that many games in that range. But, when you look at the shorter spread, they actually don't cover very well. When it gets to like 2 to 3, that's pretty good. But even better at 3.5 to 4. And there's been 16 games this season that are at 3.5 to 4, and they've covered it almost 70%, 69%, 68.75. Just interesting, because usually we don't like the hook, right? We're like, we don't like the hook. Well, maybe they're just a better team. And they just cover. And then as well as if you have that 2, 2.5, 3, they've been covering at 61.29%. That's 31 games this season. And then lastly, all the way up to 6-point spreads, 4.5 to 6, they've covered at 57%. So if you combine all those together from 2 to 6, it's actually 62% cover, 38-22-1, which maybe you'd say, well, yeah, those aren't pretty big spreads, but at the same time, you get up to 6 points sometimes. That seems like a lot. The ranges that haven't covered well at all makes sense. The very high ones, 8.5 and more, only at 40%. There's been 10 games there, even though the Chiefs covered last week. And then you've got 6.5 to 8 at about 41%, 22 games like that. So why am I doing this? I'm trying to figure out which dogs you want to look at, right? Either the short dogs or the longer dogs, right? And then if you're in the kind of favorite zone, which is like 2 to 6, then I would target that. And you have at least 6 out of 10 chance, better than what the hell I've been doing.
Okay, I might have to adjust then.
Or not. It's just the first 7 weeks, so you never know. But I'd be curious if I'll ask Gemini to like run some stuff for me on the history of time. But I think that kind of makes sense. Let's go over the Week 7 highlights this time. You've got Flacco fever. We talked about that a little bit. The Bengals played really good on Thursday night. I mean, it was a rollback game. I mean, Flacco was awesome. 340-plus yards passing, 3 touchdowns. Can somebody guard Jamar Chase, though? I mean, 21 targets in the game.
Yeah, it's insane. I beat him this week in fantasy. I couldn't believe it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Are you PPR or standard?
PPR.
Oh my God, because he had a monster game. Okay, good for you.
Scored 170 points. Yeah.
Holy Jesus, nice work, buddy. I like it. The Eagles did bounce back. Their O finally played pretty good. They won 28-22. Interesting game, though. I thought Minnesota really should have covered this game. This was one of our picks with action. I mean, they wouldn't have covered it. The final spread was 2.5, I think, in the contest. But still, the Hawkinson touchdown. Come on, dude. That's a touchdown. Like, he caught it. He's got his hands under the ball. They said he didn't or whatever. That changed it. They kicked a field goal, so they're down by 6 instead of 3 and whatever. But anyway, A.J. Brown had a big day, so happy for the Eagles.
And Devontae Smith had a big day.
Oh, my
170 yards.
He was a monster. He had that big bomb that really helped.
They still can't run the football. So
yeah, I know. They still don't run it, which is bizarre with that offensive line, you know. The Colts, I guess they're for real. We talked about them a little bit earlier. They put up 38 points in their win, 38-24. This game wasn't really that close. In fact, the Chargers, they were starting to get within striking distance, but just couldn't get it done every time the Colts kept scoring.
Yeah, and just the horrible, awful yellow uniforms. I don't know what they were thinking.
Were they the Savannah Bananas? Was that?
Oh, yeah, basically. Yeah, it was awful. They looked like minions. It was insane.
That's what it said, too. The Pack, this was a rough game. If you're a Cardinals backer, you really got to cry because they have been winning every time in the fourth quarter in every single game this season, and they're 2-5. Like it's unbelievable. They're up 20-13 to start the fourth. Then they tied it, and they're up 23-20 with 9 minutes to play. Nope. Let the Pack drive down and win the game 27-23. And they still had a shot at the end. It was like, my God, Cardinals, rough, even with Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah, I think it's more on the Packers, though. They went for it on fourth. They went for that 4th and 3 or 4th and 2, like on like the 38-yard line. They could have just kicked the field goal to tie it, and they went for it instead. So that was kind of like a put up or shut up moment. That was definitely looking back at the Packers going to run. I think that might be one of the moments we talk about.
That's good. Yeah, good Kraft did a nice catch there. The Lions, the Monday night games were, I don't know, they were interesting and frustrating at the same time. We, of course, picked the Bucs, so whatever. Lions outmuscled the Bucs. From jump, they were just getting their ass handed to them. But Baker didn't look good. This is the first time I've seen Baker not look good in this game. He was frazzled. Poor Mike Evans comes back and just shatters his collarbone and terrible. But really, I think the story was the undermanned Lions defense played really good. Maybe they're better indoors under the on the turf.
Well, they put helium in the ball. That's the rumor going around.
Really?
That's why Baker was overthrowing everybody. Yeah. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. Well, hopefully the NFL looks into that.
Did they really say that?
No. No, that's just something on Twitter that was really funny that I read.
That's funny. He was airmailing it left and right, and but they got after him as well. And then the Seahawks, they somehow overcome 4 turnovers. Look, it's the most criminal thing I've ever seen. Houston's defense is so friggin' good. Yeah. I love watching them, but they can't. I mean, obviously Collins got hurt in this game. Nico Collins got hurt, which is detrimental to the offense for Houston. But my God,
they can't do anything.
All in, score, do something.
They can't do anything. It's so sad.
19.
Yeah.
Well, that's with a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, just my God, it's so infuriating.
Yeah, I think that I wouldn't be surprised, especially we'll talk about this week, if they lose again. I would not be surprised the offensive coordinator gets fired. I know it's not his fault; it's an offensive line, but it's rough out there. They have such a good defense too. All right, let's look at week 8. Let's bounce back. We had 6 teams on bye. These mega byes suck. I hate them with a fiery passion. Cardinals, Lions, Jags, Raiders, Rams, and Seahawks all off this week. Only gives us 13 games on the slate. Thank God there's no international game. Tonight we've got Vikings at the Chargers. These are the circle lines I'm going to give you because some of the actual market lines are a little different. Chargers are a 3-point favorite at home, 44.5-point total. This is a Thursday Night Football. I don't know, dude. This game is so confounding. Like, I have no idea what to say. Like, metrics say that the Vikings are slightly better, actually. But are you going to trust Carson Wentz again? I can't do it. Yeah, you're going to trust.
Yeah. Sign me up. I'm taking Vikings. Yep.
But I can understand why, because obviously their defense.
Aaron Jones is back.
Aaron
Chargers
Jones.
defense is one of the worst run defenses in the league right now.
29th against the run.
TJ Hawkinson, big. Do you think he can bounce back week? Maybe a 2-touchdown performance?
2 touchdown? I like that.
I mean,
it is.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Well, it's not today, but this Sunday is like International Tight Ends Day or something. That's why I should have picked the
It might be.
It was running backs day.
It was International Running Back Day, yeah. Which they announced it like Sunday night in like the fourth quarter. It was like, okay.
After McCaffrey had a huge day.
Yeah, like thanks.
Okay, you like the Vikes? I'm not against that. I think that makes sense that they're better on paper. It's just the Chargers. I don't know. Remember when people were like, "Oh, they're so great. They're the greatest." Herbert for president and the MVP. That team has really flipped around quickly. Sunday, you've got the sweatshirt to show it. You got Fins at the Falcons. The Falcons are robust, 7.5-point favorite, 44.5-point total. This is at noon Central with no international game. Is there any other way you can take the Fins in this one? I mean,
they're indoors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're indoors. I don't hate that. Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely helps when they're indoors. That way when Tua can't see where he's throwing it, at least it's not going to get affected by the wind and the weather. So, because he's already said this week that he hasn't been able to see Jalen Waddle because the offensive line is too tall.
I can't see him. He's in a snowstorm.
Thank God. That's exactly what you want to hear from your quarterback.
Yeah, I'm on the Falcons, brother. They're a much better team at home. There's no question about that. Have you seen the home road splits with Penix? He's
it's probably
on the road. Awful. I will never back him on the road again, ever in my life.
Nice.
But he's way better at home, and that defense. Obviously, they lost one of their guys, Diablo, in the middle. He was really good. Maybe they could affect them on the running game, but I don't know. I think the Falcons. It's. I hate the hook, and it's not. It's out of that range. It's out of that favorite range. It's above 6, but I still think that I like the Falcons. You like the Fins, huh?
I do. I'm telling you, I'm going with the Fins.
Hey, they're going to win another game, right? I hope they don't win any more games.
They're indoors. Yeah, this is like the perfect spot for them to actually show up and they can play, and then they'll shit the bed the rest of the year.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, the Jets still have to win games for me to win my bet anyway.
Right.
Jets hey, speaking of the Jets, look at that segue. Jets at Bengals. Bengals are 6.5-point favorites with cool Joe Flacco, 44.5-point total. Is this a potential survivor pick for the Bengals, or do the Jets finally get the win? Now, first of all, I think Tyrod Taylor is going to play.
Tyrod,
which he should. He should start. So that makes him better. And they actually last week probably. Have you watched the highlights?
Yeah, a little bit, but
J.C. Horn had 2 interceptions in the end zone. 2.
Yeah,
almost a bomb that was a clear touchdown. He just made an amazing catch to intercept the ball. I'm just saying the Jets were a little feistier. That they lost 13-6.
Yeah, J.C. still horny.
I'm not against the Jets here, but I don't know. It's a rough one.
Yeah, I would stay away. I don't know. I have no idea what Joe Flacco you're going to get either. I mean, yeah, he was great on Thursday night against the Steelers. You would think. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know who they are. I don't know who the Bengals are. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what to expect. I would go nowhere near them. I'd get excited, but I can't. As a bettor, I can't stand them. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Jets or pass. I've got them in my top 5. It's really weird, but I think Tyrod's going to give them a better shot to win a game. I'm not going to say they're going to win it, but survivor.
Breece Hall is questionable, by the way. So
that doesn't help me.
No.
Garrett Wilson's out. It's not great. It's not great. No. We know that the Bengals defense is god-awful. So
yeah, Mason Taylor is going to be your biggest target this week.
Thank goodness. I'm surprised they didn't call you.
Yeah.
Get out of the backfield, catch the ball.
Right.
Here's a confounding line. Bears at Ravens. Ravens are 6.5-point favorites at home, 49.5-point total. We know Lamar's back. Roquan Smith is back. Do you believe that moves the line like 6 points? Because on paper, the Bears are better than the Ravens. We know how bad the Ravens defense has been. We know that Lamar was injured, but even when he was in there. So you think this is mentally you're like, hey, Lamar's back after the bye. Ravens are going to roll. That's the theory. Do you think that's true?
Well, yeah, if you look at his record, he's like 24-2 against the NFC in his career. So
that's true. That's right.
So yeah, based on that data, yeah, I would probably, but I don't know. I still think there's a lot of betting value with the Bears here.
Of course.
Like my biggest quarrel with the Bears is when they get turnovers. Like, when's the game that they're actually going to score touchdowns off those turnovers and not just kick field goals? Because like if this is the game where they take those 2 turnovers and turn them into touchdowns, then 100% they're going to cover. Like the Bears would probably win outright at that point. So, or is this going to be the game where the turnover deviation is nowhere near what it's been, and they just get mollywopped because Lamar Jackson's back? So it's like,
I like it, mollywop.
Yeah, mollywop.
They're plus 11 in the turnover margin. To your point.
Yeah, that's insane. They lead the league, I think.
Sustain itself. I mean, but the Ravens, like, to me, yeah, I'm sure a lot of people are going to be back to Ravens, maybe even Survivor. Show me something. And I know that they probably will, but show me something. So if
I think the Bears believe right now, too.
What's that?
I think they believe right now, too. They believe, like, the belief is higher than what it ever has been, I think, in Chicago, at least in the locker room. So
4 in a row.
If you're getting good value, it's at plus 6.5. I think you should take
good value. I just would say if you do like the Ravens for anything advanced, playoffs, whatever, bet it today. Because if they do win this game, or especially they come out and be the Ravens, then obviously the market will just adjust crazily and you'll miss your shot. So
yeah.
All right, Bills going to the Panthers. Bills coming off the bye as well. They're 7-point favorites on the road, 46-point total. I see we're on the opposite sides here. Make your case for the Bills, sir.
I just cannot wake up. I cannot see a world. I don't believe we exist in a world where I'm going to wake up Monday morning or I'm going to go to bed Sunday night and be like, oh, my God, the Panthers defense just completely outshined Josh Allen. Or like, oh, my God, Bryce Young outdueled Josh Allen. Like,
it's Andy Dalton, by the way.
That's right. And even then, Andy Dalton, I don't think we live in that world to where like the Bills are just like, I think the Bills are going to respond. If they are the team who we think they are, they're in a spot where they probably need to respond. And I think they will. So that's kind of where this pick came from for me. It's like, okay, what do I think? Where do I think we live? And I think that's the timeline that we live in.
Look, if the Bills are going to be a Super Bowl contender, they have to go down to Carolina. I like the term mollywop the Panthers. The problem is the Panthers play good at home. I told you this. They're good at home. I don't know why. It's like the Panther lair. They must pump something through the stadium.
Yeah, crowd music. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm on Carolina plus a 7. I liked it when it was 7.5 and the market's 7.5, which kind of annoys me. But according to my numbers, 6 is the magic number. So if it's over 6, you should be in good shape for a dog. So I like the Panthers at home here. I'm sure I'll lose again, but as you said for the college picks, just go opposite. You'll be undefeated.
Yeah. The only thing I worry about with this game is, honestly, the Panthers might get in their own way with not giving Rico Dowdle the ball as much, because you could definitely tell after watching last week, they tried to split between him and Chuba, and Rico Dowdle was very much more effective than Chuba was. Yeah.
Ride the horse, especially with Dalton in there. Give him the ball.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to 49ers Texans. Texans are a short 1.5-point favorite, 41.5-point total. There's that really short favorite who hasn't been covering lately. I know you like the 49ers. I'm on Houston mentally, but they didn't put in my top 5. I just got to believe that defense is going to play better with McCaffrey. I got to believe that somewhere in my heart. And I love the way they play. Their offense is god-awful. One of the things that I did hear this week is that the 49ers pass rush is not that great. And obviously Stroud under pressure, like Seattle, was not good. So, yeah, I can understand why you like the 49ers, especially given the spread range.
Yeah, I think this is a George Kittle game. He even acknowledged after the game when he returned, he's like, I'm sorry for all my fantasy managers and owners.
He was a great blocker.
I was going to say, he really didn't do anything. So I think this is the George Kittle game. I think he maybe 2 touchdowns. If it's National Tight Ends Day, like we got to.
Yes.
He's definitely going to show out.
I don't know. That Houston team, now they're 2-4. 2-4. It's a must win.
They're dead, Wags. It's fine. Just let them go.
They're not dead.
They're dead.
They're in the NFC, AFC. The AFC sucks. But yeah, I understand what you're saying. But I just, like I said, they lose this game, they're going to fire the OC for sure. I don't think they're going to fire Ryans. The offense, their defense is too good. All right, Browns at Patriots. Patriots are a 7-point favorite at home, 40.5-point total. Another survivor potential with your Patriots. Do you think that Dylan Gabriel, after his big win, we didn't talk about their huge win over the Finns, right? What do you think? Do you think that they can just roll over these Browns, this defense, or it's going to be a game? I mean, I know you've got your Drake May jersey underneath that Dolphins gear.
I do. No, I think this is by far the toughest defense that the Patriots have seen all year. I mean, they've played the Raiders, the Dolphins, the Steelers, the Panthers, the Bills, Saints, and Titans. So it's like they haven't really seen a good defense this year.
Yeah.
This is the best one they've seen. And I think there might be a little bit of an adjustment period with that. And I think the value is with the Browns because Dylan Gabriel might be not lighting the world on fire, but he's not turning the ball over either. He's not like putting you in bad situations. So I think just from that perspective, like the value seems to be with the team. If you're getting a whole 7 points, I just feel like there's way too much value. Cleveland can run the ball. They can maybe play a little possession game, and then you find yourself in a close game to begin with. So
yeah, Judkins is a stud. I mean, it worked last week.
Fannon's good too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I think you're right. I think there's value definitely on the Browns in that game. Okay, Giants at Eagles rematch of the win a couple weeks ago. I hate when they do this. They played like literally 2 weeks ago. Eagles 7-point favorites at home, 44-point total. Another survivor potential for the Eagles. My numbers say that this number is too big, but I understand the handicap that the Eagles are going to come and exact a toll after getting beat last time.
Yeah, I don't know. I struggled with this game so much. Mm-hmm. I do think the Eagles are going to extract revenge. I just don't know by how much, and right. I don't know what defensive line you're going to get from Philadelphia. Are you going to get the one that creates pressure and actually gets the Jackson Dart? Are you going to get the one that showed up on Thursday night that was terrible? Right. I think the Eagles do show up in this game, and the more I talk about it, I think I would feel comfortable taking them as a big favorite this week.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, look, Dart played pretty good last week. I thought that the running game early was why they were winning, and then Dart made some plays. Look, I love that he was fired up at that last touchdown drive. They kind of, I don't know how you felt about that pass interference. I didn't think it was a real pass interference when they got down to one there. But look, the Eagles, this is just a bully game. Are they going to just do what they need to do and take care of? They got to stop the running game for the Giants and make Dart beat you, and I think he'll turn the ball over, which he's done. Even though he did it late last time, he's done it on the road. So, yeah, it's a tough one. It's not in my top 5. I like the Eagles. All right, Bucks at the Saints. Look at this. I don't know if you saw this, Coop. This opened at 5.5 for the Bucks on the road. Now it's down to 3.5 for the contest. The market is 4. So Circa's making a determination. Money's coming on the Saints. I think more money's coming. 46.5-point total. This is 305 Central on Sunday. Look, I love the Saints at 5.5. I'm like, okay, yeah, you're listening to me, but the numbers move the wrong way. I actually kind of like Tampa now. I think that even with the injuries, they can cover this spread. Even though the Saints they've been salty. They've definitely been salty. I saw them play. Rattler's not a good football player. He's okay. He's okay. They just they don't have a lot of offense. It was interesting to watch them in person. It was like, okay, you got Kamara. They don't really give him the ball. They chuck it down once in a while. Defense was So now it's a Bucks pick. I was shocked when it came down from 5.5.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you got to go with Bucks when you start getting that value like that. Your stats would tell us to take the Bucks too.
Oh yeah,
so right in that range.
It's in the range.
When you're getting the better quarterback and you're getting a better number. Yeah, what is there not to like?
Is Bucky Irving coming back yet, or he?
No, he's still out. You're still going to get Rashad White here.
Yeah.
Tez Johnson, anytime touchdown scorer. Can I interest somebody in that? Maybe like a little parlay with him and Rashid, the two speedsters.
Yeah.
Shiggy maybe gets one. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like that game at all, honestly. I don't like anything about it. Yeah, stay away.
Well, division home dog, 3.5 or more probably favors the home team. It's just, we'll see. I think when it was 5.5, that was like an auto play. That's why everybody bet it. So now it's just gotten in that right range. All right, let's do Cowboys at the Broncos. Broncos are a 3-point favorite at home, 15.5 point total. This is at 3:25 p.m. Central Time. Looks like you like the boys. I understand why you do. They're
401k.
amazing. The duo, it was cool to see. I think in the first week, Lamb had a good game besides the drops. And then obviously when he got hurt, Pickens was great. Seeing them both go off against Washington was awesome. Do you think that's even possible, though, with Surtain and this Denver team?
Yes.
Okay.
Jackson Dart just scored 32 points on them.
Yeah.
And plus, do you know, under the Sean Payton era for the Broncos, they are 2-8 in games where the opponent scores more than 20 points. And it should be 1-9 because they should have lost last week.
That's true.
So if you don't think Dallas can score more than 20 points against this Broncos defense, then that's basically I think where the stat lies. I think the Cowboys are good for 24 to 27 every week. And I like their chances. I think Dallas can run the ball on this front, which will open up everybody else. And the Broncos will have their hands full.
Okay. I don't on the surface I don't disagree with you, but I'm going to throw you something. Just throw you something. Listen to these vaunted defenses so far, right? Eagles week 1. We know what happened there. They didn't have Jalen Carter. Giants week 2. They're not good. Bears, Packers, yes, that was a good one. That was a good defense. I don't know what happened.
40.
But the Jets, Panthers, Commanders, these are bad defenses, man.
Right, but they're still scoring 30 points a game.
Yeah, sure.
Even the bad offenses can't. They're only scoring 21.
They scored 14 against the Bears. Just a correction. But
yeah, well, CeeDee Lamb got hurt that game.
This is a real defense. Can they really run the ball? Because I think that's why the Giants were able to get up in that game. Look, the whole handicap for the Denver Broncos is, can Bo Nix get his head out of his ass? Because when he plays good, that team's great. They were so good in the fourth quarter. But when he plays like shit and he throws the ball around, gives the ball up, it's just a different team. So I don't know. I think the Broncos eat this week. I think that defense, they've been playing slightly better defenses so far. I think they're going to beat them.
He needs to use his legs more. They're better when he uses his legs. Yeah.
Well, I said that in the game. I'm watching the game. I'm like, why aren't you running? And then he started to get his little Bo Nix moves,
Okay, yeah. I would take his rushing props over.
His legs.
Yeah.
Well, we're opposite there, which is great. So somebody will be right, somebody wrong. You'll probably be right. All right, Titans at Colts, 14-point favorite for the Colts at home, 47-point total. Clear survivor pick here if you haven't taken the Colts so far. Obviously, dead cat bounce worked for a quarter. The Patriots, and then it didn't. They were up in that game, and it was like 13-3, and then 27-3, 13. But any fight in this dog at all. 14 is a big number.
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna be able to stop the Indy offense. That's what my biggest fear is, honestly. I don't know. I would tell you, I guess, gun to my head, maybe. No, I can't talk myself into the
14
Titans.
points, maybe not. But survivor, like when you look at the survivor options, if you still have the Colts, I mean, you can obviously get cute and take. I've even considered taking like the Bengals or something. But
yeah,
the difference between a 6.5 Bengals versus 14-point Colts at home against the Titans. I mean, don't be dumb. You know what I mean? Just take.
I'll overthink it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Packers against Steelers. Sunday night, kind of a fun matchup. Former team, Aaron Rodgers. They're actually a 3-point dog at home. 45.5-point total. This is 7:20 Central. Packers obviously haven't played great, but we know they're a good team generally. I don't know. I like the Steelers in this matchup. I don't. Tom was better as a dog. Definitely at home. You got to figure Aaron Rodgers is going to raise his level. So.
Yep. That's literally where I was at. Yeah, like the Steelers really blew their opportunity to take hold of the North last week too, because they would have had a 3-game lead instead of a 1.5-game lead. So
Yep.
Yeah, I think this is a great spot for the Steelers. We've seen the Packers play with their food for a couple weeks now, and
Yes.
I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I think Pittsburgh finds a way to win this game.
I like the total. I think it over though. Packers defense is better, but Steelers is not. I just feel like it's going to be a little bit more points than that 45.5, which is about the league average, by the way. And totals coming out like 46, almost every game. All right, last game, Monday night, Commanders at Chiefs. This would have been great if Jaden Daniels wasn't hurt, maybe.
Yeah, or their whole receiving core.
Jesus, Chiefs, 12.5-point favorites. I think they were 9.5 on the opener. Now 47-point total. Do you remember when the Chiefs couldn't cover numbers? Remember when they couldn't cover spread?
Yeah.
That's
Those days are long gone.
Next week, I'll have the analysis on every team against the spread because it's like the Chiefs actually have been quite impressive after the first couple of weeks. Now they've just crushed. But it's a big number. I mean, I don't know. I just don't think the Commanders can get it done. That defense sucks.
Those guys are old, and I just think the Chiefs they're just having fun. I think they're just testing stuff out right now. They're just tinkering and figuring out what works, what doesn't work, and that way when December rolls around, they are ready to go. I think that just Andy Reid's cooking right now.
Yeah, I don't think the Chiefs really run the ball like some top teams. But who cares when you've got Mahomes spraying it to all these guys at every angle? And Rashee Rice, you talked about it last week. He came back 2 touchdowns. Thanks, Rashee.
Yeah.
Thanks for killing me in fantasy against me again. So, all right, let's go over your picks this week. Going to bounce back. You were at least 1-4.
Yeah, I should have taken Philly. I knew better. I'm going to take Cleveland +7. I'm going to take the Cowboys +3. I'm going to take the Steelers +3, Bills -7, and San Francisco +1.5.
Nice. A lot of dogs. You're flipping over. I like it.
Yeah.
Well, my record's not great, so maybe you're better off flipping these. Carolina +7, which is different than you. So there you go. Atlanta -7.5. That's my too big of a favorite. We're going to go with it. Denver -3. We're opposite in that one too. Tampa -3.5 at New Orleans, and the Jets +6.5. Yikes! I did have Houston on the card, but I pulled them. Whatever. So
wow, you pulled them for Tyrod Taylor. Wow.
Well, I just feel like whatever. The Jets. I've been saying this for like 3 weeks. The Jets aren't going to lose every game. They're not the worst team in NFL history. Win a game, just one. Just one. 2. I want them to win 3 games actually this year. 3, because I want Miami to win 2, and that's that. And then win my bet. But all right, let's go over the Survivor thing. It wasn't really much of knockouts. 204 knockouts, so barely any. Still got like 22.5% left, including Art Guitar Murphy and Alistair. So good for them. The leader is actually in the contest 27-8 for the picks contest, which isn't great. It's like 77%. 23-12 for the payout, which again, these are down numbers, but don't worry, we're not close at 14-21. Just an awful run. I was actually contemplating, Coop. I'm like, do we flip and try to go lowest? Because if you get the booby prize, you get like $250,000. I'm like,
Oh wow!
But I just have to keep doing what we're doing. We just keep dropping.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you just keep doing what you're doing, you're well on your way. I'm going to say you need new analytics. You need some other analytics. I don't know.
In not our defense, in Action defense, he had 2 picks that we didn't go like our favorites, and obviously, if you picked favorites last week, likelihood you won. So he had a couple that we didn't go with. I'm like, sorry, brother. All right. So what are you up to this weekend?
Not a whole lot. Doing some activities on Saturday, and then Sunday is just football, baby. It's back. Yeah.
Get a crock pot going, kind of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
See, you're read. Yeah. You got it. You know what's going on.
I know what time it is.
Yeah.
Well, good. Yeah.
It's soup season, baby. Yeah. Get that crock pot going. Yeah.
Soup and stew. Are you going to be submitting? Are you going to be at the chili cook-off?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure you'll submit an entry.
Oh yeah.
Good. Well, this week, nothing going on tomorrow. Famous last words. No plans. We'll see what happens.
Rivers, baby.
I know Rivers is calling my name. They're like, "Hey, where are you? We were missing you." The dealers, they recognize you. So maybe we'll see. I was actually trying to go during the day, so when it's cheaper. $15 tables are fine. I like $10 tables.
Yeah.
And then Saturday, nothing going on until the afternoon. There's a little pub crawl going on with some of the VB people in the afternoon. And then one of my friends is having a costume party in the evening in Logan Square. So I got to get my costume together. We were talking about before the pod, trying to do Austin Powers, kind of putting it the last second here. Going to hit some thrift shops tomorrow. If not, we talked about Chad Powers. I've already got the nose. I just need a wig. If I have to pivot, I will pivot and do something different. But that's how I do it. I like the pressure.
Yeah, pressure makes diamonds. There it is.
Right. That's right. And then Sunday, I'm going to see Mom. Hang out with Mom. I haven't seen Mom in like 2 months, dude. She got a new house. It's like a tiny house. It's like a small house. Not the official tiny house that you can put on a truck, but like she bought something smaller.
Yeah.
And I'm excited. We're gonna have lunch and then I'll come back to the big city. So I'm not gonna. I usually do gonna spend some time on the couch at some point. Maybe meet up with Scotty Green for the second set of games and
nice.
Try to be a regular family person for a couple hours. I gotta take. It takes me forever to get out there. Hour and a half, there and back.
Yeah. I feel that's every Tuesday night, baby. Oh
for bowling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
18 miles. Yeah.
Rough.
Oh
At least, it's at Waveland.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to go up Western. That's brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah, the down and southwest pattern is pretty tough in the city of Chicago. So.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, follow me at Wegsbo on X and on Instagram. Follow us at Side Action Pod on X, Side Action Podcast on Instagram. Don't forget about TikTok.
Yeah, don't dare.
I actually got something up last week.
Nice.
So, what about yourself?
And I'm Coop. You can check me on Instagram at Dalton Cooper and on X and Mr. Grumpy Gills. Again, we are the Side Action Podcast. Make sure to check us out. And YouTube. Don't forget about the YouTube. You see that great, lovely intro video.
See our faces. Look at this face. Look at these sideburns. These sideburns are grown in specifically for Austin Powers.
Austin Powers. Nice.
Hopefully it works out.
We'll see you then. Love you guys.